McKinley, and today I'm doing my wrap up for books 36 through 40. I have 3 2-star books in this wrap up, so I think that shows you that it wasn't great. It was not a great reading moment for me, but luckily 2 of them were really fast reads, so it's whatever. But as I've been doing lately, I'm going to go from my least favorite to my most favorite. So yeah, my least favorite was probably The Little Mermaid, which I actually listened to an audiobook of it, but this is by Hans Christian Andersen. I think Lisbeth is the illustrator. I didn't read this edition, but yeah, I listened to the audiobook of it because I had heard it's a lot darker than the Disney version, which it was, but it wasn't dark enough for me to make it enjoyable. It's pretty different from the Disney movie. Instead of, like, she still has to lose her voice, but her tongue gets cut off. And every step she takes, she feels like 1,000 knives are stabbing her feet, but she still does it just so maybe the prince will pay attention to her. And I don't know. When you really sit and think about Little Mermaid, it's a really fucked up story about how a girl only wants to use her beauty to attract a man when she has way more to offer than just that, but she gives it all up. I don't know. That movie, like, I liked it as a kid and I still do enjoy it, but like if you really think about it, it's really fucked up. It's a really fucked up story. Anywho, I would have liked this more if she had actually, like, killed the prince. Like, they gave her the option to, but spoilers, sorry, but she didn't. 2 stars. The movie is better. I will say that. I enjoy the movie more. My next 2-star was Beauty and the Beast. As you can see, I wanted to read some classics. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite classic Disney movie. And I love Belle so much because obviously books, hello. But the classic, and it's really fast and there's not a lot of information. So while I didn't hate it, it wasn't enough to fill out the story for me, which is what I was hoping for. But after I posted my review on Goodreads, my friend told me that I didn't read the full edition, so I don't know. There's a really pretty edition out that I want to get just for my shelf, so maybe I'll look and read that one when it gets here. I listened to the audiobook of this as well and see if it's more fleshed out than the audiobook, but the audiobook said it was on a bridge, so I don't know. But this one actually is pretty close to the movie, except she has siblings in it, and the dad isn't like a buffoon like they make him out to be in the movie. But yeah, but there's no talking candlestick, there's no talking clock, like and I was just like, this makes me sad. So yeah, I honestly think I would give this more 2.5 stars if I'm really thinking about it. But anywho, for challenges, it counted for Pop Sugar as a book being turned into a movie in 2017, which, yay, I'm so excited to see that movie. My final 2-star read was It Started With Goodbye by whatever name is right here. I honestly barely remember this book. That's how much of an impact it left on me. I think it was about a girl who somehow she somehow got in trouble and got sentenced to community service. Like, she literally did nothing. Like, she didn't do anything wrong, but her best friend was dating this guy who stole stuff, and she accidentally was the getaway driver, but not really, because they caught her right away, and she ends up getting all this community service. And her dad's going out of town or out of the country for work, so she's left under her stepmother's care, and her stepmother is just like a colossal bitch. Like, and I realized about halfway through, I'm like, this is a Cinderella retelling, right? And I looked it up and it was. But there's some redeeming qualities about the stepmother, but like, I don't think anything in the context of the book showed that she had those redeeming qualities until the end. So and the romance took so long to be a romance The only thing I liked about it was the friend she made in the book. I really liked, and I liked her romance, and I would read her book. Like, I'm not, the author's not a bad writer. It just, I did not like the story at all. So that's why I gave it 2 stars. Next up, I have a 4-star read, right? Yes, 4 stars. And that is Ghost by Jason Reynolds. I think I talked about this in a library haul. I don't remember if I posted a library haul. Yeah, I did. This library haul should already be up. But yeah, I love Jason Reynolds. Not only do I find him very attractive, I also love the way he writes characters. This is a middle grade about a boy who joins a track team, and it's basically just all about team and friendship, and it's fantastic. If you like middle grade or Jason Reynolds, you should pick this up. It's a super fast read, and I just really, really enjoyed it. And I think it's going to be a series. It is definitely going to be a series. I can't wait to read the next one because Ghost is just really endearing as a character, and the way the team came together and became like bonded and it was just phenomenal. And there actually is an albino character in this book too, which I didn't know going into it, and I love the way the Ghost describes him, because like he had never heard about albinos. He didn't know what they were, and that really stayed true. Like the way Jason wrote from Ghost's point of view was just like, it was so good. It was so good. He nailed it. But I love the way, I'm not going to give it away, but I love the way he described the albino character when he didn't know what it was. So yeah. Highly recommend. My only 5-star read in this wrap-up was Girl Man's Up by Emily Gerard, which I read last year, and I reread it again because my book club was reading it, and also because I love it. And this time I listened to the audiobook, which is also fantastic. And I just really love this book so much. I'm pretty sure it's my new favorite book. Like, it's a big statement to make, but I honestly just, I love Penn so much. I love her love interest so much. I love her brother so much. And it's just, it's such a good book. I love it. I friggin' adore it. If you haven't ever read this, you need to go pick it up. It's great, but I should probably tell you what it's about. It's about Penn, who is a butch lesbian, although I don't think she self-identifies as a lesbian. I'm not actually sure, so I don't want to put that label on her, but she definitely seems to identify as a female, but she's like could also possibly be gender fluid. But it's basically just about her trying to figure out where she fits and how she sees herself in the world. And she's got extremely strict Portuguese parents, and she's a precious cinnamon roll, and I love everything about her, and I love everything about her brother, and you just need to read it because it's so friggin' amazing and great and good, and I love it. And my book club, only one other person read it, and she didn't love it, and now I just don't know if I'm going to continue to be friends with her because it's perfect. It's a perfect book. I love it. Yes. Anywho, that's it. That's it for me. I am about to film another wrap-up, so you'll be seeing me soon. I don't know how I keep getting behind on these wrap-ups. I guess I just read faster than I can film. But anywho, sorry I'm rambling, but that's it for me. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!